What's up, everybody? Hope everybody's doing well. Andrew Marlew, artist here. So today in this video I wanted to briefly discuss why I decided to change my channel direction. Now, I never actually made any official announcements about changing the channel direction, so I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about it now because it was kind of abrupt, perhaps kind of just left field. A lot of people are definitely wondering, what happened to your old videos? Why did you take all your old videos down? Why is your channel gone? Blah, blah, blah. No, the channel's not gone. It's still here. I just deleted / privated all of my old videos because I'm basically rebranding myself here on YouTube and have been for the past 2 months, ever since I started making exclusive art videos. Now, in all fairness, I think I did actually make a community announcement, a post a couple months ago saying that I was going to be changing directions. I made an announcement on Instagram as well. But what's the reasoning behind that? What was the motivation? What was the vision? As you guys know on this channel, off and on through the years, I've showed a little bit of my art. I've talked about my art. I did a couple art vlogs, but the art was never the main focus. And after a while, I started wondering, I got great responses on the art videos and people like to look at my art. People like to hear me talk about my art. So why am I not sort of, featuring that artistic endeavor more often? Why is that not the main focus? And the reason for that is because I was definitely distracted by drama. I wanted to get views, but I was also inspired / distracted by my own personal vision. I wanted to talk about politics that I thought were interesting. I wanted to talk about historical facts that I thought were interesting. I wanted to talk about the type of women that I liked, whatever else I was doing here on this channel. I mean, some of you guys have been with this channel from the get-go, where I did a lot of body positivity stuff. And I think maybe eventually I'll start another channel where I can just sort of scream a little bit and talk about whatever I want to talk about. But the other part of this sort of narrative is the fact that I just think maybe the safer way to go, not that I'm trying to play it safe or anything like that, but being a YouTuber in 2019, you have to sort of play it safe. And it's just not safe for me to really sit here and talk about politics. It's not safe for me to talk about, body positivity. It's not safe for me to talk about relationship problems or drug addiction or, radical conspiracies or any of this type of stuff. I mean, there's definitely still channels that are doing that, and they seem to be thriving, but who knows for how long. But the art vision, the art format is something that YouTube fully accepts within reason. There's always going to be little things here and there that you still have to abide by. But the art format is safe. It's advertiser friendly. It's family friendly. I don't have to worry about getting copyright striked or the adpocalypse, chasing after me, that sort of thing. I'm not going to go super commercial, but I still want to kind of keep it edgy. I still want to show you the edgy aspects of my art that are a reflection of sort of my edgy, maybe controversial personality. I think, like I said, later on down the road, we will have another channel where we do more things that maybe appeal to you guys in the beginning. Maybe some of you guys are not that interested in the art stuff, but it seems like the people that are still with me are the people that I'm concerned with. I'm not concerned with the people that don't like the art videos. I don't really understand why anybody would not like the art videos. But everybody seems to be liking the art videos, so that's what we're going to be doing. And I think it's so important with YouTube in 2019 to find a tangible talent or to extend your tangible talent. Now, we talked about tangible talents in the past. That's one of my personal philosophies that I truly love and I'm very passionate about. What a tangible talent to me is something that you can present to the world outside of social media. Like if my camera dies today or my Instagram gets taken down or YouTube, goes out of business next week, do I have a tangible talent to take out into the community, to send people emails about, to show people in my home? Yes, that's my drawing and painting. I have a tangible talent. I can get that into galleries if I wanted to. I could go to an art show. We'll talk more about some of my endeavors to sort of break into the art business in future videos in the near future. But that's a tangible talent. What is your tangible talent? Is your tangible talent sitting around talking about drama? Maybe that's a tangible talent, but is it a great business model? Probably not, because a lot of websites are not going to want to monetize that. Now, I'm not going to get into the whole topic of censorship and what's right and what YouTube should be doing, what they shouldn't be doing, because it's not really for me to say. Do I agree with all of it? No, I don't. But that's YouTube's sort of personal truth, and we have to sort of abide by their rules. But I just think in general, outside of all that maybe negative stuff like, oh, I'm worried about advertising, or I'm worried about how am I going to monetize this? When's YouTube going to kick me out? How am I going to, what? Apart from all that, I just think it's when I die someday in 50 to 60, maybe 100 years, who knows? What do I want to be remembered for? Do I want to be remembered for, critiquing people? Do I want to be remembered for gossiping about people? Do I want to be remembered by spreading conspiracies, or do I want to be remembered by creating something that was not only meaningful to me, but also meaningful to my clients, also meaningful to the community around me, to people that came upon my art? Did I impact somebody in a positive or negative way? And I definitely think throughout the years here on YouTube, I've sort of accidentally, not intentionally, but I've definitely negatively impacted the community, or perhaps people that came upon my videos that misunderstood what I was saying. They didn't understand my humor. And it's a big burden to carry, to try to be this controversial, comedic sort of drama channel. And I guess that's kind of the sort of the rabbit hole that I was going down the past few months, where we were making videos about this person and that person. I never really did it in a mean way, but I definitely got distracted, and all of that energy that I was putting into that was just energy that was being sucked away from my art career, was being sucked away from talking about my art, which I could have been doing all along, or it was just taking time away from drawing, taking time away from painting. So it's just one less thing that I have to worry about now. I don't have to worry about keeping up with all this garbage content that I don't really care about. I don't have to worry about who's wearing what. I don't have to worry about what Trisha Paytas said last week. And I'm not saying that stuff is bad. If you guys like to watch that, that's totally fine. But you will no longer find that type of content on this channel. Yes, I still am interested in controversial subjects. Yes, I'm still interested in drama. I think we'd all be lying to ourselves if we said we weren't, because we're all interested in that stuff, but I don't want to make it my full-time thing. And let's revert a little bit back to what I was saying in the beginning of the video about how I used to talk about personal stuff. I used to talk about women. I used to talk about my relationships. I used to talk about my kinks. I used to talk about my, fetishes, or whatever the case was. But why do I want to, or why should anybody on YouTube? I think there's some things that should be kept secret. You know what I mean? I've made a lot of personal videos, and I don't really regret those, because a lot of those videos helped people. But at the same time, I felt like I was emotionally raping my soul by, putting out these personal videos, and year after year after year. And maybe they helped people. Maybe a lot of you guys enjoyed them. But I think there's some things that you should keep personal. And I'm only realizing that going into my almost third or fourth year here on YouTube. Been doing YouTube since 2015. So we're almost going on 5 years now. What is that? 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, almost 5 years I've been doing this thing. Not quite 5, maybe 4.5, 4 years. But somewhere in that ballpark. And it's taken me 4 years to really realize that, I always watched all these other art channels. I'm like, why am I not doing that? Why can't I do that? Why can't, how come these people are making drawing videos and I'm not making drawing? But now I can do that because I've allowed myself the confidence, I've given myself the permission to take that next step into the artistic endeavor, into the tangible talent that I love to talk about so much on this channel, and to extend that into the YouTube community. I'm so thankful that you guys have enjoyed that. So there's a couple different components. There's the issue of censorship on YouTube. A lot of my, at least half or at least 35-40% of my reasoning behind changing the channel direction was just because for selfish reasons, for a financial standpoint, I wanted to make my content more accessible, more ad friendly, more family friendly. Like if my Uncle Pete, finds my channel, is he going to be happy about it, or is he going to be totally shocked and go tell my relatives how weird I am, and that sort of thing. So there's definitely the reputation, there's the online reputation, there's my personal reputation, there's my family reputation. I want to be representative of somebody that's good, that has a good business model, a professional business model to sort of unleash into the community. I don't want to be known as a weirdo. I don't want to be known as a creep or whatever. So that's definitely one factor why I decided to change the channel direction. The second part is that I love making art content, so why not do it? I haven't done a lot of art specific videos of myself creating art. We're going to talk about why I haven't necessarily done that recently, but all my videos recently have just been talking about art, reflecting, critiquing, and sort of theorizing on my own personal art. And I sort of like that that format. We're also going to get into some other artistic topics and other speed painting videos, drawing videos. But those videos are very time consuming to make. It's much easier and much more spontaneous for me just to get on here and maybe hold up a couple new paintings and sort of talk about that. But if you guys do have some interesting ideas related to art related topics, and maybe like favorite artists that I like, or you know, how did I start learning to draw or paint when I was a kid, or something interesting like that. So I'm going in a bunch of different directions, but you know, there's many different facets to why I decided to change my channel direction. The first two that I just mentioned, the sort of the lack of being advertiser friendly, the lack of income, wanting to have a better presentation for my business model. And the fourth component is just not wanting to deprive my personal life and sort of regurgitate it and sort of exploit it and throw it out there for everybody as entertainment. That's something that I've grown out of. I don't think that's a very good way to live your life. Is like crying on your kitchen floor and crying in your car, whatever the heck else people are doing here on YouTube these days. And I'm guilty of it. I made a nervous breakdown video about 2.5 years ago. You guys will probably remember that, back when I was living in Syracuse. So let's sort of wrap this video up. I'm so happy that you guys are still sticking around for the art content. But if you don't like the art content, there's nothing I can do about that. That's really too bad. Life isn't fair. So you guys are just going to have to sort of agree to disagree, and I think if you guys stick around long enough, you will enjoy the art videos, as most of you guys seem to be enjoying the art videos. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys, and we'll see you guys in the next video.